Alright.
That looks so weird.
Hello friends, welcome back to the E3 vlog, and today we are joined once again by Bally. Hello Bally.
Hello MBZ.
Assassin's Creed is a video game.
It is.
It's a big franchise. Sell bajillions of copies every year, despite the fact that Ubisoft fucked it up last year and it was a buggy, horrible piece of shit mess. But Bally...
I'm gonna fight their cause.
Bally is an Ubisoft apologist, apparently, because he likes Assassin's Creed quite a lot. Bally, you loved Assassin's Creed 4.
I've only played one Assassin's Creed, but I loved it a great deal. I plan on playing 3, and one day if I ever own a system that can play these other Assassin's Creeds, I want to try them out as well.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Assassin's Creed here. I've played Assassin's Creed 2. You know what pissed me off about Assassin's Creed? Fucking getting up a building. Like, are you serious? Why do I have to hold like 7 buttons to get up a building, and then like I try and jump over to another one, I just fall flat on my face, have to go find some medicine to heal myself because I can't take a hit because I'm not a superhero apparently. So Assassin's Creed Syndicate is the name of the new one that's coming out, and this got leaked pretty early. I think it was Kotaku who had a story last year, literally about a month after the Unity came out. It's like, oh, there's the new one, it's going to be set in Victorian London, and already they start like rolling out the hype train for next year before they've even fucking fixed the last game. Obviously, it was a leak, so it wasn't Ubisoft's intention, but yeah, Victory was a great name. I actually prefer it to Syndicate. What do you think on that front?
Yeah, I think the relationship between the word victory and the Victorian period, Queen Victoria set in London, obviously, I think that would have been a nice continuity, or maybe it wouldn't have worked as well with non-Brits like Americans.
Maybe.
I don't know, but yeah, it's a good name though.
Yeah, it worked, but now they've changed it, and I have a theory that they changed it because of that leak, because that got out there. They were like, oh, actually, you were wrong. This is the real name.
I don't think you'll ever find out the truth behind that.
Until someone writes a book about it, Bally. We'll never know. So yeah, the new game is set in London. Is that exciting to you? Because obviously you know London. It's Victorian London, so there are many landmarks that are still available these days.
Yeah, you've got like the Houses of Parliament, St Paul's. They're the 2 big ones. I don't think there's any London Eye.
Unfortunate.
But definitely, with Unity, did they try to replicate the streets of Paris exactly?
Yeah, I believe they did.
So I assume they're going to try that for London.
Right, one of the hallmarks of the Assassin's Creed franchise is, you know, they have their flaws gameplay-wise here and there, but when it comes to replicating the history and the era and
they make a real point of it.
Oh, they really do, and it's pretty impeccable on that front, you know. They make sure that everything is authentic and grounded in realism as they can be, while still having, you know, the Assassin's Creed feel to it and the ability to have buildings that you can parkour up and not making it too difficult to get around the city. So
I think I'd love to do a few of my running routes through London that I do while I'm training.
That would be awesome.
Be quite fun to just do that and kill some people on the way.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. So Unity was, of course, a buggy piece of shit. It was a mess. Do you have higher hopes that they'll be able to nail it this time?
I just pray that they've learned their lesson, really. Yeah. I mean, Ubisoft can make great games. You've just played Valiant Hearts, great game. They know how to do it. They've made great Assassin's Creed games that are less buggy. They know how to do it. I think if they just didn't try to strive so far in terms of the graphical fidelity, perhaps frame rate. I mean, they don't really try for frame rate anyway, but I think if they just brought it back a tad and then said, right, we're going to nail it, we're going to get it right. And I don't think they will do that, but I still hope that there's a chance that they can make it a bit more of a smooth process than last time.
Who knows? Who knows? But there is a positive here, Bally. Last time they added this companion app, this iPhone application that you had to use to get certain chests in the game. They've already said that's not part of it anymore. They've removed these social features. I think that's a step in the right direction, you know, and I feel like a lot of people were pissed off at that aspect as well. So who knows? Maybe the Assassin's Creed could turn out to be really, really good and just ditch all the shit that Unity did. So despite all its flaws, Unity was a very pretty game, you know? A lot of people are talking about how it had like one of the most realistic kisses in video games at the opening. Like it actually looked like 2 actors as opposed to 2 video game characters. And, you know, having seen a lot of The Witcher, that stuff gets pretty awkward. So they are able to really leverage the visual fidelity despite maybe the frame rate being not so great. Are you hoping for the same stuff here?
Yeah, definitely. And like, I mean, the city of London a lot of those buildings were built at the same time as a lot of those buildings in Paris.
Right.
So I feel like there might even be a few assets that they can chuck across, touch up, fit in a bit. But yeah, definitely the graphical fidelity is a high point.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm very kind of ambivalent about Assassin's Creed because it comes out every year. It's an annualized franchise. I'm never really that excited about it, but I'm certainly interested to see what they do with the game. So we'll see, I guess. So Bali, now it's time for the coveted tweet of the day. And this one, it comes from Dan Thomas. He's really cool. He has a YouTube channel. It's called Project Falcon Punch. Does a lot of cool stuff over there.
Is it Smash Brothers related?
No, it's not necessarily. It's very video game, quite Nintendo related. But he talks a bit about Assassin's Creed and says, "I swear I'm the only person who's super hyped for this. I've always wanted an AC game set in London, and I can't wait to climb Big Ben." That sounds great, you know? It certainly fits in with what we've been saying as people who know London. Actually being able to go up there and stand on top of Big Ben seems really, really neat. That'd be something
I think I would be more hyped for it if I owned a system that I could play this game on.
Right,
like, I feel like I'm almost as hyped as I can be for not owning that system. But it's looking good.
Yeah, and you know, maybe one day when you do get a system that can play it, it'll be really cheap and you don't have to worry about, you know, these launch prices, and if there are any bugs, God forbid, they'll hopefully be patched out. But we'll see. So that's it. That's a wrap for us on Assassin's Creed. Let us know what you think of it in the comments down below. You can find us on the Twitters. I'm at LordMBZ.
I'm at Ballyman91, BALLYMAN91.
And you can follow our podcast Twitter. It's at TNL Podcast.
Comes out every 2 weeks.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
teaching her how to use a mouse.
Okay.
And she's like, what's a mouse?
Yeah.
It's like, this is the mouse. Like, it moves that thing on the screen. She's like, wow. Then it's like, right, so you can move it left, or you can move it right. And then because he said you can move it left or right, she thought that meant I had to be on that plane. So she would only move it like left or right, or then up. And then left. She would like move it diagonal or around at all.
I love old people technology stories.
Yeah.
It's great.